Armored Core Lore, Type-Hogire. The Type-Hogire started life as a joint project between Rosenthal and Omer Science. The time frame for this project is not clear, but we can theorize that this project began little after the end of the National Dismantle War, and into the Pax Economica period where building of the parts began. It becomes a craft offered to new links in Armored Core 4, however it's quickly shifted away in favour of the new Type Lancel by the time of Armored Core 4 Answer. Yet the parts of the Hogire will continue to be used to make next even during this time. Some notable users of the Hogire include Leon Hart and Gerald Gendlin, pilot of the next Noblesse Oblige, and Michael F. and his next, Hanan N. Vogel. These links would be best referred to as pure Hogire users, as they do not mix parts from other next, only changing weapons. Other links that used Hogire parts to build their next include Cello, who used the core of the Hogire in his next testament. Other links that have used the same parts in their own next include Mido Oriel and Talmet. These three and White Glint in Armored Core 4 would also use the back boosters of the Hogire, along with next like Scarlet Fox, No Count, and Stava, who would use the back booster or side boosters of the Hogire series in their build. It should also be noted that any next designed by Floyd Shannon would use the generator, FCS, and boosters of the Hogire in their designs. Some of these include Transcend and Savage Beast. So if the parts of this next are still being used even when its improved version was out, how does this craft handle? What can a link expect? Well, that depends on when a lynx climbs into one of these. If a lynx is picking up the Type Hogire to pilot in Armored Core 4, to me it's the Swiss Army knife of nexts. As starting out with this next offers a lynx a lot of ways to deal with their foes, and not be too punishing for a new next in a number of areas. The craft offers a lynx a fair balance between energy defense and ballistic defense. Its mobility is average, making it so the Hogire can dodge without having to worry much about fast missiles. The energy drain is noticeable, but a lynx will be able to fly, unlike say the GA Sunshine, and still have energy left to fire or use its blade. It is, to be blunt, average. It's not trying to be the best in one area. It's trying to be a jack of all trades, and as a result, a lynx can expect to see some weaknesses in all its areas, as the Hogire is not a focused next, but one that offers versatility. Speaking of which, the weapons on offer is also a mixed bag. Starting with the RFR 100, this rifle will be a lynx go-to choice. It's the one a lynx will be using most, and will be the one to count on to keep the pressure on. While testing out the Hogire, the rifle proved itself to be the weapon of the hour. The fire rate is fast enough to keep pressure on, and the damage output is fair, as with this rifle, a lynx can take out MTs in a few shots and normals in 14. The blade the Hogire comes with, the EBO 305, is a blessing to new and learning lynx, as its long range means less missing, and damage is low, but the energy cost is low also, as such you can blade away without the worry of a single swing taking your energy down. That said, however, the power of the blade here is what should make a lynx think about changing once they have the hang of blading. As the blade can take out MTs in a single slash, normals will take 2 good hits, and other nexts, unless they have low AP, can take a few hits from this blade without worrying too much about damage. Finally, the last weapon the Hogire offers is the MPO-200I. These scatter missiles are good if a lynx can get them to hit. You may have noticed in the background that some shots with the scatter missile seem to simply fly off, while others will land a few hits, or the whole bunch will hit, as the FCS Hogire is a very good FCS to work with at long range, and the radar that comes with the Hogire, the RDFO-200, has a good refresh rate. I'm more going to blame the missiles, as they seem very slow to lock on, and they can be outrun and dodged by fast nexts. Still, that being said, these missiles will be what a lynx uses most in next fights, as the blade offers some damage, but most nexts will not give you a chance to swing at them. As such, the scatter missiles will give a lynx a chance to really hit hard and take down primal armor. But the Hogire is going to have to be close to secure a full hit, and be cautious as well, as machine guns can make these missiles blow up right in the user's face, causing damage to the craft and primal armor. After all this, what can I say about the Type Hogire? It's a good next to learn in for a new lynx. Some of its parts are worth being used by experienced lynx when crafting their own next. And finally, the Hogire is the craft best used to be a learning craft. If a lynx pilots this craft, they can learn what type of pilot they want to be. Close range, a laser blade based, or long range. The Hogire shows it all. But to really describe this next, I would say it is a jack of all trades, but master of none. This ends the report on the next, known as the Type-Hogire.